What is up everyone, you're watching Spartan G Gaming, thank you for joining me, and in today's video we are now about to start Chapter 2, Part 2 of Through the Woods on the Xbox One X console. Now if you haven't already watched me do the walkthrough on Chapter 1 or Chapter 2 Part 1, then I'm going to leave a link to a playlist where all those walkthroughs will be on there. So if you can find a bit of time in the day to watch them guys, I'd really appreciate it. But if you can't find the time to watch them, let's keep you up with the story so far. So as Karen's speaking, let me talk about the story. So we've basically in Chapter 1 lost our son named Espen. We're playing the character whose name at the moment is Karen, that's the mother. Now Espen was told not to go to the pier, and he did while we were asleep in the cabin, and he's been taken by who we believe is old Eric, who takes children. We chased after him, he got away in a boat, we followed him as far as we could go, where we then found a trail of Espen's reflectors. Now these reflectors are a trail to follow, and if you follow the trail... What is that in front of us there? Whoa, what is that? That looks pretty scary guys. That's a Forsberg Nuflung, I think you pronounce that. Missed child. I'll let you read the rest of that. I think that if you find these, they are for an achievement, I think. So there's one I found for you there. That's the first one I've ever found. So yeah, basically we're on the trail of finding these reflectors that Espen has left behind for us. We haven't actually encountered Espen. We found his jacket, and like I said, just a couple of reflectors so far. So we're still on the mission. We're still on the path to try and find more reflectors and find our son Espen. If you remember as well, if you had watched it already, we did come across a big, massive, scary troll in Chapter 2, Part 1. That frigged the life out of me, guys. It's the first monster that we have encountered, and it was very scary. No doubt throughout this chapter and this part, we will find more monsters, so I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to it. Now, at the moment, we are just following the path that it is only allowing us to do. So there's only one path to take, which makes it a little bit more easier, because it is quite difficult with only a torch in our hand, with that light in front of us, to find the way and the route that we need to take. But when there's only one route that we can take, we just follow it and it makes it a lot easier. Now we're going to go across this rope bridge here. It looks like the path we need to take. I always feel like these are going to collapse, but I don't think it's part of the game. As you know, it's very minimalistic, this game, in what we can do and what happens in the game. You can't jump, you can't climb, nothing is going to catch you out, you know, and make your heart beat. Oh, look guys, there's another troll in front of us. Now that makes my heart beat faster. Let's turn the torch out. Remember, we got through the troll last time by turning the torchlight off. Sneaking past, and we'll do the same. Shall we have a laugh? Let's turn the light on. See how ugly this troll is. Look how ugly he is. Right now, run, Karen. Run for your life, because he is chasing us down. Get out of here. Is there anywhere we can go? Yes, there is. He's chasing us. Get a move on. He's right up behind us. I can hear his big thumping footsteps. Okay, I think he may have gone. He's not going to come into that cave, so that's good. But for a few moments there, that was intense. When they start chasing after you, it gets really scary, because you're not sure how fast they are. You're not sure how they're going to catch you. And if they do catch you, remember, they're going to eat you. So we don't want that to happen. But we managed to get through him very easily there. That's one way of getting through those trolls. But they're massive and so scary they are. Okay, again, we're just following the path up, the only path that we can take. With all these rocks and mountains around, it does make it difficult to even follow just that one path, because it feels like you can actually go off elsewhere. Now, who's talking? We're coming into some kind of small village here by the look of it. Now, this is good. Another one of these big gates here, one of these big doorways. I'm up to 45% clear with these guys. You have to find 100% to get an achievement. So that would probably take me to maybe 55%, I would have thought. Maybe more, I'm not sure. But that is good, because we found another one of those doorways. Okay, it looks like we can follow the path around here. There's a door already open for us here, or a gate. We're coming in again to another small village here. The music has started to creep in, guys. So there may be a story developing here, just in this little village we're coming into. Maybe another monster, I'm not sure. But the music has started to creep in. Whoa, what is that? Oh, thankfully it's just one of those Norwegian warrior-looking statues. I thought it was another troll then. We can't go in that door. Let's have a look around and see if we can go into one of these cabins at least to see if we... Oh, what was that? I heard a door slam shut there. Karen's talking to somebody, but I can't see anybody. But I can hear someone murmuring. They're muttering away. Gone, gone or something I heard. Let's have a look around and see if we can actually see it. There's a cabin on fire here, guys. Now, can we save anyone? Have we got to save anyone? Do we get close to this? Is it going to burn us alive? Let's try. We can't go inside. Now, there is a bridge in front of us here, but it looks like it's broken and we can't go across it. But on the other side, it looks like there is another route, so maybe we have to work our way round somehow, which we're now about to do, and we'll see if we can get ourselves on the other side of that bridge. Can we go in this door here? Yes, we can. Anyone in here? Oh, and there is another letter that we can read here. Again, I'm going to let you guys, I'm going to get the text up, read this. Now, this is to do with a missing daughter. This is a villager tale. Now, it's up to you if you want to read this, guys. I will leave it on long enough so you can read it if you wish. But I'm not really into these letters myself. They do not do anything to influence your gameplay. So that's why I'm not... I mean, if you want to get into the story really in depth, then obviously you can read this and you can understand really more about what the villagers' tales are. But really, it doesn't influence the game whatsoever, so I'm not too concerned about them. I'm not sure of the more letters you pick up and read. Obviously, there might be an achievement at the end, but again, I'm not really too fussed on that. I just want to play the game. I want to find Espen. I want to get more monsters in my view so I can get scared again and just keep on following the path, really. But hopefully you've had enough time to read that. Let's come out of that now. Let's continue on the path. So there are missing children. We know that. And they're saying that it, is old Eric, which is the bloke that we're trying to hunt down. Hopefully then if we do, we'll find our son Espen. Whoa, who is that?
Hello?
Scared me then.
My son's been taken, and I just...
What are you laughing at, man?
Oh, you're too late, bastard! Too late! He's done!
Well, he's swearing and cursing. And he's laughing. He's got a little child in his hand there. Are they alive?
An old man with a white beard took him.
Looks like
They came this way.
another one of those little children we found, one of the missed children we found earlier.
Don't you see?
Skin and bone, not alive.
You shan't take her from me now, Eric.
Now he's talking about Eric, if you can hear him, guys. So this is to do with old Eric again, taking the children.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not Eric. I won't touch your daughter. Who
I
is
thought he was actually Eric, but he's not.
Please, I need to know.
The wolf! You simpering bitch!
Alright, man.
Wolf! Bastard was to take my little one to appease the great wolf.
Did you hear what he said there, guys?
Sent her on with a kiss.
The wolf. Is that another monster we'll need to face very shortly? But he's talking about a wolf there. That sounds really intriguing.
Oh my God. Please, don't tell me that's your daughter.
Look what you made me do! Look at her! You hateful!
He sounds upset, doesn't he, guys? We're going to get away from him. He's weird. I don't like the look of him. And I don't like the sound of him. Ooh, we have found another reflector by the look of it, guys. This is another one of Espen's reflectors that he's leaving for us to keep on the right trail. This time the reflector is a car logo.
After I left the village,
So that's pretty cool. It means we're on the correct route that we need to be taking.
scared. I felt small and
So let's keep going. Let's get on this bridge and get off here.
angry. This man, Eric, had taken my son. He lured Espen away while I slept, and it wasn't the first time. He had poisoned the whole...
But it wasn't completely your fault, Karen, if you remember, because you told him not to go to the pier, Espen. And he did. He was a naughty little sod.
I just knew I wasn't going to let this man take one more child.
Okay, so he's been taking children. We still think that this is old Eric who's taken our son, Espen. But yeah, he was a naughty child, Espen, because he shouldn't have gone down to the pier in the first place. We told him not to, if you remember, in Chapter 1. But he still went down there anyway. But let's try and hunt Little Espendan. What is that on the wall etched there? There's something etched and wrote on the wall there. I'm not sure if they influenced the game again. I've found one of these before, if you remember, in Chapter 1, if you have watched that. Didn't do anything to influence the game, as I said, so I'm not really sure what they do. What is that in front of us there? That looks scary. There's a face inside a stump there. Is that there's a face, isn't it? It looks really scary. There's a big sword in there as well that is stuck in that tree stump. And again, in regards to the weapons, I mean, you can't pick any weapons up, as I said earlier, so it's a shame because there are some big swords around that I could easily take and use on some of these monsters that we have encountered so far, but you can't do that, unfortunately. Now, it looks like we've come to a bit of a dead end here. I think I've come across one of these tree stumps with these faces before that have got the glowing lights and the glowing mouth, and I think it's just to indicate that it is a dead end. I'm not sure. But we're going to follow back the way we came. If you remember, there was two ways that we could have gone. We actually went to the right, but we're going to go straight up this time. This is a way that we haven't been before. So this is the first time where, again, you could choose the route. Normally they do just choose the route for you and you just follow it. Let's go through this gate here. Just hope we don't come across any more big trolls. Now, we've got to bear in mind that they did say about that wolf. There could be a wolf coming up very, very soon, which would be interesting to try and see what the wolf is all about. Now, we can come into this building here. Now, I did see in the distance there that flaming cabin. What is that? They're all dead at the table, guys. There's people dead at the table. Did you eat something nasty? Did the chef poison your food? Who knows? But there seems to be a lot of people dead at the table after eating. Let's work our way up here. Let's see if there's anything we can do up here. As you know, as I said before, there's only minimal things that we can pick up and look into and see. And yeah, it's very, very minimalistic, this game, which in a way makes it a little bit more easier. But I do like to explore more. There's nothing to the left here. There's nothing to the right, so let's walk out this doorway here. And there in the distance, guys, is the flaming cabin. So I think we've done what we wanted to do. Is remember that broken bridge. Here is, by the look of it, that broken bridge. So we are on the correct path where I said I think we needed to be. So this is good. We're still in this little village here. We've still got a few cabins that we could possibly look into. Nothing in that one. Let's continue on down this way. Anything in here at all? Now, there is a doorway here, and there is a letter on the side here. We're going to read. What does this say? Oh, here we go, guys. Beware. The hide? The herd? Is it something like that? You'll pronounce that better than me, guys. Now, this is saying that this is another monster that is frightened of light by the sound of it. So we've got a torch. Hopefully that's going to be enough. So we are now going to encounter, by the sound of it, somewhere along the line on this path, because it's saying for us to be aware that there is some kind of monster in the destination or the area where we're about to come into. So this is really cool, guys. This is what I've been looking forward to. This is going to be a new monster other than a troll. Did you hear that? Some kind of screaming, growling going on there. Is this the new monster that we're about to encounter? I'm not really sure the path we have to take at the moment. I'm just going for it. Now, what is that appearing for? It's not one of those illuminated stone structures there. Forsborough. I'm not really sure what that is and what they tell us. I think they might just highlight the fact that there is monsters nearby. Because if you remember, we had one of those, or two of them actually, where we encountered our first troll. So is this going to be where we encounter another new monster? Now I've got this water flowing through here. So there is a wooden bridge that we can cross here. This is getting intense, guys. Any moment now we could have something just jump out for us. Now we're to the left of us there. I did see a gate open there. So we're going to go through here. Now listen to the music, guys. The music has started to creep in. It's getting more scarier. This is quite a big area. There's not just one path we're following. This is quite a big area. Listen at the screams. It's really haunting, guys. But it looks like this is a kind of a big area here where we've got to try and get our way out of. It looks like it's surrounding with dead ends. So we can only go so far because I'm coming to the edge of here and there's nowhere we can go. It's just a big, massive kind of circular area where we're in. So we're going to have to try and work our way out of here. Where do we go? Those screams are haunting me. I can hear something creeping up. What? Oh, what is that? What happened there? What was that? Was that one of the new monsters? That frigged again the life out of me. Okay, we're at a checkpoint here. And just looking round quickly with that toy, it looks like we're still in that same area. So, oh look, like there he is. There's the monster. What the heck was that? It wasn't as big as the troll, but as soon as we shone the torchlight on it, it disappeared. So it doesn't like light. Remember that, guys. It doesn't like the light. So it ran off. Listen at the screaming. That is so haunting. Okay, what I'm doing now is just because we can't go around the outsides of this area where we are, I'm looking for an escape here, looking for a way out. So I'm going to the centre of the map where there is this big kind of mountain, which we've worked our way up. And, oh yes, there is a wooden bridge. So we're finding a route out of here. Let's keep going. I want to get out of this area because I don't want them to attack me again from behind. That was not fair. I can hear him screaming. Get out of here, Karen. Let's try and find the route out. Oh no! We've been eaten again. My heart is absolutely thumping, guys, because it just scares you. You don't know it's going to happen. It's like a last minute thing. It just attacks you from behind. And it is really scary. It really is. Okay, we're going to try again. It looked like we were on the same path. Have we been spawned? Yes, we have. We've been spawned back at that location where the checkpoint was. Now, follow my path, guys, because I think I may have found the way out of here. But we've got to make sure we don't get attacked again by that creature. Because it freaks the life out of me when it jumps up on me and attacks me from behind. Let's continue on this top here. So this is this kind of mountain on this centre of this area where we are. There's that bridge again. Let's go across here. Looks a fair way down there, so we don't want to drop. I don't think we can drop down there. But oh, I can hear him again coming up. If he does, I'm going to try and look around as much as I can so he doesn't attack me from behind. I want to get that torch in his face so he kind of doesn't like the torch, if you remember. He doesn't like the light. Get out of here, Karen. I can sense something coming up behind me. I'm not sure if there is, but I feel it. Okay, that sounds good. Alright, we've completed Chapter 2, Part 2. Join me for Part 3, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.